Mobile Technology in Education, presented by Kevin D. Edwards. Across the United States and beyond, there are many schools that are now integrating mobile technology directly into their classroom curriculum. Here are a few other rather interesting facts. 47% of overall organizations are now using mobile devices to support some sort of form of formal learning. 57% of our children are using educational apps in addition to other apps for pure entertainment. There are 74% of teachers, according to a national survey, that say educational technology is a student motivator. So teachers are wanting this technology, and furthermore, over 2/3 of teachers want more classroom technology. So again, instructors are wanting it, the kids are actually wanting to use this technology, and here are some other facts that you might find interesting about the benefits of education. 74% reinforcement and expand technology. 74% say they motivate student learning. And you can just go ahead and read on. But again, as I say, this is the type of technology that people want to use in education. There are certainly many advantages to mobile technology in education. First of all, learning can occur anytime, anywhere. Students are no longer bound to be in one place in front of a PC. They can now use their iPads, their mobile phones, etc. to learn just anywhere that they are. Students also get access to the most current information. They just have to go online and pull it up rather than having to read from a textbook that could be dated. It prepares students for the real world. And what this means is the world is going to mobile technology. Businesses are now using mobile technology for productivity. So students need to be prepared ahead of time in the classroom to use this technology. And then finally, electronic textbooks are more up-to-date, interactive, and cheaper than traditional textbooks. And that's very true. If any of you have actually purchased a textbook recently, a hardbound textbook, you know just how expensive it is. And again, an electronic textbook, not only is it cheaper, but it's, as I said, very interactive. Students seem to learn more by them, and they have the most up-to-date information. Of course, there are many, many other advantages, but these are the top ones. Though not as many, there certainly are some disadvantages to mobile technology in the classroom. Number one is the cost of the equipment. iPads are still somewhere around $500, so multiply that by however many students are in the classroom, and it can definitely add up. One way to circumvent that would be to have the students use their own mobile devices. That certainly could cut cost. Another disadvantage is the time spent training teachers. Some, of course, are more tech savvy than others, so for those who aren't, it will, of course, take more time to train them before they can teach the students. Similar to that is the apprehension by some teachers. Some are afraid of technology, and therefore they'll be very hesitant about using it in the classroom. And then, of course, we have the actual students who are distracted by the technology. Mobile technology is wonderful for use in learning, but of course you will have some of those who will abuse mobile technology and use it inappropriately. And I thought this was really cool. Have a instructor here who's very frustrated by technology. It looks like she's actually trying to bite her laptop. That may be a bit extreme, but it does show how, again, apprehensive some of the instructors are in using technology. There are hundreds of ways to integrate mobile technology in the classroom. Here are the top 4 categories. Number 1, instructors can use it to record lectures. By doing this, students can actually watch their lectures at home, allowing time in the classroom for feedback and for the instructor to help them on things they don't understand. Number 2, e-textbooks. As I mentioned before, they're cheaper, they're more interactive, and more up-to-date than regular textbooks. So this is a wonderful thing to use mobile technology for. Supplementing classroom material. Again, you can get a lot of great up-to-date information using mobile technology, and there certainly are several educational apps, as I'll explain in a minute. But again, it allows great supplemental material for students learning. And then finally, we have collaboration. There are a lot of great tools out there that allow mobile technology users to collaborate with one another on school projects. Speaking of integration, there are hundreds upon hundreds of excellent high-quality educational apps that students can use in the classroom and to supplement their classroom learning. You have educational apps for things such as Math Review and English Review. There are productivity apps like Pages and Numbers that help students actually create things in the classroom. There are organizational apps such as Evernote that helps them to actually organize their research and their notes. There's also things such as WordPress that helps students to collaborate with one another and create blogs. And there's a few others, but again, as you can see, many different educational apps that students can use for a variety of things, regardless of whether they're in kindergarten or even before kindergarten, all the way up through college and beyond. So what are some of the barriers to using mobile technology in the classroom? Well, first of all, there can be a lack of professional development. Instructors don't have the motivation or the resources that they need to learn how to use mobile technology in the classroom. And that leads directly into lack of support. They may not have the support that they need from the actual school to use mobile technology in the classroom. For some instructors, there is a resistance to change. Some instructors feel like they've successfully used the curriculum that they've used for several years, so why change at this point, not realizing what the benefits are of using mobile technology. There can also be a lack of innovation, and a lack of innovation can simply mean that they don't know how to actually successfully incorporate mobile technology into their curriculum. And then finally, lack of access to resources. This can be associated with cost, in which the school simply cannot afford to buy mobile devices for their students. Here are some ways to overcome these barriers. Number 1, peer coaching. Instructors can actually collaborate with one another and help each other to learn the technology. Number 2 is to overcome your fear of the unknown. As I said, some instructors are apprehensive of using new technology, and sometimes you simply have to just go ahead and do it, and I think when you do, you'll find out that it's not as bad as you originally fear. Number 2, seek out free, easy-to-use resources. There are a lot of educational apps that are out there that can be downloaded for absolutely free, so this can really help with a lack of resources. Next, start with small, fast projects. This is a great way to ease your way into it. Remember that you are still the instructor. The technology isn't going to replace you. So again, instead of making everything about the mobile technology, just take little baby steps at first just to use it here and there, and then you can grow your use of mobile technology as you go along and get more comfortable with it. And then finally, learn with your students. Today, students, very, very young students, know a whole lot about the technology. So again, teachers would actually be very wise to collaborate with their students and learn with them. They can learn things from you and you can learn things from them. So again, it's really, really good, and just with a lot of effort and a lot of patience, mobile technology can be a very, very positive thing in the classroom. Mobile technology can have a very strong impact on education. It can have an impact on the education providers, such as the school system, by saving them money using the students' current mobile devices, which will eliminate the need to use computer labs and IT support. Number two, the students themselves are impacted as they're more excited to learn using this technology. The teachers are impacted by mobile technology as they have access to more up-to-date resources. And then finally, there is improved student learning outcomes with the use of mobile technology, which of course is the number one goal for schools, is to improve those student learning outcomes. So again, as I'm showing you here in these shapes, mobile technology can be the difference between night and day when it comes to education. Here is a list of references for the images I used in my presentation. And here is a list of references that I used for the actual information in this presentation. As I said before, I believe that mobile technology is a very positive thing for education, and I hope that everyone enjoyed this presentation.